Act 1, Scene 6.
Harry and Ginny Potter's house. Albus can't sleep. He is sitting at the top of the stairs. He hears voices below him. We hear Harry's voice before he's revealed. An elderly man in a wheelchair is with him, Amos Diggory.
Amos, I understand, I really do. But I'm only just home, and...
I've tried to make appointments at the ministry. They say, Mr. Diggory, we have an appointment for you. Let's see, in 2 months. I wait very patiently.
And coming to my house in the middle of the night, when my kids are just getting ready for their new year at school, it's not right.
2 months pass, I receive an owl. Mr. Diggory, I'm awful sorry, but Mr. Potter has been called away on urgent business. We're going to have to shift things around a little. Are you available for an appointment in, let's see, in 2 months' time? And then it repeats again and again. You're shutting me out.
Of course I'm not. It's just, I'm afraid as head of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement, I'm afraid I'm responsible...
There's plenty you're responsible for.
Sorry?
My son, Cedric. Do you remember Cedric, don't you?
Yes, I remember your son. His loss.
Voldemort wanted you, not my son. You told me yourself the words he said, kill the spare. The spare, my son, my beautiful son, was a spare.
Mr. Diggory, as you know, I sympathize with your efforts to memorialize Cedric, but...
A memorial? I'm not interested in a memorial, not anymore. I'm an old man, an old dying man, and I'm here to ask you, beg you, to help me get him back. Harry looks up, astonished.
Get him back? Amos, that's not possible.
The ministry has a time turner, does it not?
The time turners were all destroyed.
The reason I'm here with such urgency is that I've just heard rumor, strong rumor, that the ministry has seized an illegal time turner from Theodore Knott and has kept it for investigation. Let me use that time turner. Let me have my son back. There's a long, deadly pause. Harry is finding this extremely difficult. We watch as Albus moves closer, listening.
Amos, playing with time, you know we can't do that.
How many people have died for the boy who lived? I'm just asking you to say one of them. This hurts Harry. He thinks. His face hardens.
Whatever you've heard, the Theodore Knott story is a fiction. Amos, I'm sorry.
Hello.
Albus jumps a mile as Delphi, a 20-something, determined-looking woman, is revealed, looking through the stairs at him.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to startle. I used to be a big stair listener myself. Sitting there, waiting for someone to say something the tiniest bit interesting.
Who are you? Because this is sort of my house, and...
I'm a thief, of course. But I'm about to steal everything you own. Give me your gold, your wand, and your chocolate frogs.
She looks fierce and then smiles.
Either that, or I'm Delphine Diggory.
She ascends the stairs and sticks out a hand.
Delphi. I look after him. Amos. Well, I try.
She indicates Amos.
And you are?
Albus.
Of course. Albus Potter. So Harry is your dad. That's a bit wow, isn't it?
Not really.
Have I just put my foot in it? It's what they used to say about me at school. Delphine Diggory. There isn't a hole she couldn't dig herself into.
They do all sorts of things with my name, too.
Oh, pause. She looks at him carefully.
Delphi?
She makes...
Oh,
Delphi! Geoffrey! She makes to depart and then hesitates. She smiles at Albus.
We don't choose who we're related to. Amos isn't just my patient. He's my uncle. It's part of the reason I took the job at Upper Fladgley. But that's made it difficult. It's tough to live with people stuck in the past, isn't it?
Delphi!
Upper Fladgley?
St. Oswald's home for old witches and wizards. Come see us sometime, if you like.
Delphi! She smiles and then trips as she travels down the stairs. She enters the room with Amos and Harry in it. Albus watches her.
Yes, Uncle?
Meet the once great Harry Potter, now a stone-cold ministry man. I will leave you in peace, sir, if peace is the right word for it. Geoffrey, my chair.
Yes, Uncle.
Amos is pushed out of the room. Harry is left, looking forlorn. Albus watches on, thinking carefully.
Act 1, Scene 7.
Harry and Ginny Potter's house, Albus's room. Albus is sitting on the bed as the world goes on outside his door. Still, against the constant motion outside, we hear a roar from James. Off.
Go. You be Ginny.
James, please ignore your hair and tidy that damn room.
Oh.
How can I ignore it? It's pink. I'm going to have to use my invisibility cloak.
That's not why your dad gave you that cloak.
Who's seen my potions book?
Lily Potter, don't think you're wearing that to school those to school tomorrow.
Lily appears at Albus's door. She's wearing fairy wings that flutter.
I love them. They're fluttery.
She exits as Harry appears in Albus's doorway. He looks through.
Hi.
There's an awkward pause between them. Ginny appears in the doorway. She sees what is happening. She stays a moment.
Just delivering a pre-Hogwarts gift. Gifts. Ron sent this.
Okay. Love potion. Okay.
I think it's a joke about I don't know what. Lily got farting gnomes. James got a comb that's made his hair turn a shade of pink. Ron's Ron, you know.
Harry puts down Albus's love potion on his bed.
This is for me.
He reveals a small blanket. Ginny looks at it, sees Harry is trying, and then she softly walks away.
An old blanket?
I thought a lot about what to give you this year. James has been going on about the invisibility cloak since time itself, and Lily, I knew she'd love wings, but you're 14 years old now, Albus, and I wanted to give you something which meant something. This is the last thing I had from my mom. The only thing. It was given to the Dursleys wrapped in it. I thought it had gone forever, and then when your great Aunt Petunia died, hidden amongst her possessions, surprisingly, Dudley found this, and he kindly sent it on to me. And ever since then, well, anytime I've wanted luck, I've found it and just tried to hold it, and I've wondered if you...
Wanted to hold it too? Okay, done. Let's hope it brings me luck. I certainly need some.
He touches the blanket.
But you should keep it.
I believe Petunia wanted me to have it. That's why she always kept it. And now I want you to have it for me. I didn't really know my mother, but I think she'd have wanted you to have it too. And maybe I could come find you and it on Hallows Eve. I'd like to be with it on the night they died, and that could be good for the two of us.
Listen, I've got quite a lot of packing to do, and you undoubtedly have ministry work coming out of your ears, so...
Albus, I want you to have the blanket.
And do what with it? Fairy wings make sense, Dad. Invisibility cloaks, they also make sense. But this, really?
Do you want a hand? Packing? I always loved packing. It meant I was leaving Privet Drive and going back to Hogwarts, which was, well, I know you don't love it, but...
For you, it's the greatest place on earth, I know. The poor orphan bullied by his uncle and Aunt Dursley.
Albus, please, can we just...
Traumatized by his cousin Dudley, saved by Hogwarts. I know it all, Dad. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm not going to rise to your bait, Albus Potter.
The poor orphan who went on to save us all. So may I say, on behalf of Wizarding Kind, how grateful we are for your heroism. Should we bow now, or will a curtsy do?
Albus, please, you know I never wanted gratitude.
But right now I'm overflowing with it. It must be the kind of gift of this moldy blanket that did it.
Moldy blanket?
What did you think would happen? We'd hug? I tell you, I always loved you. What? What?
You know what? I'm done with being made responsible for your unhappiness. At least you've got a dad. Because I didn't, okay?
And you think that was unlucky? I don't.
You wish me dead?
No, I just wish you weren't my dad.
Well, there are times I wish you weren't my son.
There's a silence. Albus nods. Pause.
No, I didn't mean that.
Yes, you did.
Albus, you just know how to get under my skin.
You meant it, Dad, and honestly, I don't blame you.
There's a horrible pause.
You should probably leave me alone now.
Albus, please.
Albus picks up the blanket and throws it. It collides with Ron's love potion, which spills all over the blanket and the bed, producing a small puff of smoke.
No luck or love for me, then.
Albus runs out of the room. Harry goes after him.
Albus! Albus, please! The first time I paused something.